Shalom. Good morning. So, I want to discuss something again on why our voice matters in this walk, right? And we have to daily hone it or improve it, right? Because there are certain laws that we have, or there are certain scriptures that says that we have to have a voice in order to fix certain situations, right? Because if we don't do it, right, we will be held responsible for it. And one of those scriptures is Ezekiel 3 and 18. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, how do we warn him, right? By simply voicing it out, by simply speaking about it, right? Nor speaking to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. There it is, right? So in this walk, of course, we have to first start with ourselves before we preach about this doctrine, which is the law of the Most High, right? So if you see someone, for example, he is eating pork, well, the first thing to do when you're learning or starting with yourself is to lead by example, right? Show them that you're not eating pork, you're trying to avoid pork, you're being picky on the foods you eat, and then that's a what do they call this? That makes you salaki. That makes you credible, right? When you start warning other brothers in this walk, right? Because they will know that hey, this person doesn't eat pork, he must be onto something, right? So when you start speaking about this on other brothers and sisters, you will then now have a credible or a trusted, or you have the integrity to say what they are being wicked at. For example, eating pork, right? So start with yourself, because we can't be hypocrites in this walk, right? So therefore, start with yourself before you start warning other brothers, right? Just think about this. It's hard to listen to another person warn you or advise you when he or she is not even doing it. Is not even doing it, right? It's annoying. It's disturbing, right? It's a really bothersome thing to do, right? Or to experience. That's why we have to just keep on selecting. That's why excuse me, because I don't want to be heard around here, except this private room that I have. So we have to start with ourselves before we start fixing the world, right? Which is the world of Israel, right? So start with yourself before you fix the world. And that's why I believe that why our voice matters in this walk, because not only that, but words the words are our swords, right? Our voice is our sword, right? This Bible is our sword, right? And it will not come out, those spirits will not come out if we don't talk about it, right? For by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue, right? So not only when you are speaking you are showing wisdom, but you are also learning it for yourself, right? And remember that wisdom is that keeping of the law. This is what is that wisdom? Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Keep therefore and do them. Or, excuse me, let's start with verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom, right, and understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people, right? So, for by speech wisdom shall be known. So, how can you speak wisdom, right? By using your mouth, right? By using your tongue, which then can help you learn also by yourself, not only yourself but also the person that you are trying to talk to, because they are still stuck in their wicked ways, right? Like for example, eating pork, right? Eating unclean animals, right? And many more, right? Celebrating pagan holidays. So first start with yourself before you lead by example before you start preaching about this, right? Because in this walk you will experience or you will encounter brothers or sisters who are not even fixing them, who are not salaki, they are not fixing themselves, but they are starting to preach something that is out of their control, right? I'm not saying that it's wrong to speak about the Bible. I'm saying that speak only with what you can. So I hope I'm making sense, but slowly I'm trying to build this habit. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Uh, and happy Sabbath to anyone who is listening around there. Thank you.